Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Today I'm going to talk about one of the most hyped fragrances of 2020. Le Lion de Chanel. I've only got the official sample, and Rohit, thank you for sending this over. Now, Le Lion de Chanel has created a bit of a stir amongst the fragrance lovers, and less so with the fragrance lovers and aficionados, more so with people who just are not that aware about fragrances. And I'm saying that with all respect to everybody. But this fragrance is at the moment the most hyped fragrance amongst the designers and the niche category of at least the Chanel fragrance lineup. And there's a reason for that. I think half of the hype is created by people who are not aware of fragrances, but they just love, because this is a lovely fragrance, but it's heavily hyped. So, the moment you spray this fragrance, ooh, it's strong. That Chanel aldehyde and lemon is what I get. The moment you spray this fragrance, very first second, even microsecond, an image will flash in your head if you are an experienced fragrance lover. It's impossible not to think of. Let me show you. This Guerlain Shalimar. The moment you spray it, I mean, it doesn't even take you a minute to think, oh, I must have smelled it somewhere. No. Immediately, it's Shalimar. There is absolutely not even a little iota of doubt in my mind that this smells like Shalimar. And let me show you the amount of Shalimars I own. I'm a massive lover of Shalimar. In fact, I'm one of those guys who created the trend of men wearing Shalimar. I reviewed Shalimar about 3 years ago, and that review plus other videos I've done contributed to many of my subscribers, you guys, going out and trying Shalimar. I'm a huge fan of Shalimar. I absolutely adore Shalimar. And this is the modern eau de parfum. I also own the Parfum de Toilette from the 1990s vintage Shalimar. Look at the bottle. It's an absolute work of art. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Much better than the current eau de parfum, but still, the eau de parfum is still very, very good. And I also own the Extrait de Parfum of Shalimar. So I'm a massive fan of Shalimar. For me, to smell Shalimar in a Chanel bottle is just mind-boggling. But then I thought about it, and I thought, okay, why would Olivier Polge is a parfumeur? It came out in 2020. So I thought to myself, why would Olivier Polge, who I rate very highly, go on to create a tribute to Shalimar? I have no idea, but I think somebody came up with the idea. I do not know who. I wish I did. That, okay, if Chanel were to create a tribute to Shalimar, the greatest oriental fragrance ever made, how would it be? That's the best guess I could come up with. And Olivier Polge has mentioned that this is a tribute to the lion in the Chanel emblem. It doesn't smell, it is not a tribute to the animal, but the emblem of lion in the Chanel logo. That's why it's called Le Lion. So, the best guess was, this is Chanel's tribute to the legendary oriental fragrance Shalimar. And it is exactly that. So how does it start off? There's a lot of aldehyde, lemon, and vanilla right from the start. And this is not Guerlain vanilla, this is synthetic Chanel style vanilla, more emphasis on the gourmand aspect. The Guerlain Shalimar vanilla is dirty because of opoponax. It's very sexual vanilla. This one is more gourmand. It also has a plasticky vibe. That's why I called it Chanel synthetic vanilla. Plasticky gourmand. Weird, but smells amazing. Does this fragrance smell amazing? It absolutely does. It's a brilliant fragrance. It smells absolutely stunning. Then, the fragrance has this beautiful fennel-like freshness. which starts becoming prominent. So there are bergamot lemon notes coupled with a superb labdanum, floral, fresh, ambery warmth. And there's this synthetic amber, which is prominent in the middle stages, especially when it's very cold or cool-ish. That synthetic amber molecule, you must have smelt it many places, like Grand Soir, Lone Star Memories, Anditas, L'air de Desert Moroccan. They all use this synthetic molecule, which is very amber-like smell, but it's very obvious it's a synthetic molecule. It smells synthetic. That synthetic molecule of amber mixed with a floral labdanum and the patchouli. And that patchouli I've smelt in this Coromandel Eau de Parfum. So that patchouli mixed with that vanilla gives you a very distinct Chanel tribute to Shalimar. That's why I sat and thought, why would he create something which smells so blatantly Shalimar? It's basically Chanel's, I haven't got anything better to do, I'll create Shalimar kind of thing. And I'll say it's a tribute to the lion in the Chanel logo. That's how I see it. The fragrance, when it dries down, becomes more woody. At the moment, it's getting slightly plasticky, oily, synthetic amber warmth. It gets more woody, more dry, more airy, like the Chanels we are used to. And they've used the synthetic sandalwood molecule, which is very popular, expensive, but very popular with niche fragrances as an additive, but it takes over. That sandalwood is really nice, mixed with that vanilla and that amazing patchouli that you smell in Coromandel. Brilliant fragrance, many aspects. This is more of a gourmand oriental than a proper oriental like Shalimar. Yeah, that's the only distinction I could make. And obviously there is no patchouli, I believe, in Shalimar. So there's patchouli and sandalwood create that Coromandel-like feel sometimes to me when I wear this under my shirt. I've done it once, I enjoyed it. That feel of Coromandel mixed with Shalimar. So that's my summary of this scent. Pros and cons. Number one pro, it smells darn nice. Very, very nice fragrance. It smells really modern, very appealing, and very sexy. Great fragrance, great smell. Number two, I think this will be a huge compliment magnet, especially for people who like unisex fragrances. And if you're a lady watching this, absolutely. If you have the means, if you have the money to spare, definitely go for it. If you don't like the dirty sexual aspect of Shalimar, and if you think Shalimar has this sort of dated feel to it, and you want a modern Shalimar, absolutely go for it, because this is a dead-on compliment magnet. Very sexy, amazing fragrance, smells top-notch, smells brilliant. Downsides, so familiar, for me, Shalimar, very first instant, very familiar. So why would I spend so much money? And that brings me to the second downside, which is value for money. Chanel Les Exclusifs is 75 ml, I can't remember, 175 or something. Silly money for something which is extremely familiar. So if you go Shalimar 50 ml Eau de Parfum, I think you'll spend not more than £50. So value for money doesn't really make any sense. And the third one would be, when I buy Chanel, I want to smell Chanel. I do smell a little bit of Coromandel, but I want to smell Chanel. Why would I want to smell Guerlain? So, it was a bit of a damp squib. So, those are the downsides. Occasions. This is a glamorous fragrance. This is quite androgynous. I can wear this easily. Very glamorous fragrance. It really reeks, I should say, glamour. So I would wear this party time, evening time. Weather, cool-ish weather. Yeah, evening, definitely evening. This is an evening scent. Would I wear this to work? No. Age groups, 20 plus, 25 plus. This could be a little bit mature, so a little bit difficult to handle because of that patchouli. Patchouli automatically creates this sort of a vintage vibe to a fragrance. So you could probably struggle with if you're less than 25, I think. But who cares? Just go and have a little sniff in the shops. This is one of the most hyped fragrances. I'm sure the reps, the sales reps would be happy to give you a little spritz and you can see for yourself. I think this is a slightly mature-ish fragrance. So if somebody in their 20s would ask me, I'd say, wait a few years. That's what I would say. Evening time, very, very glamorous fragrance. Season, cool weather, cool-ish weather. So spring evenings, perfect. Ideal time to wear it. Dates, parties, clubbing. Has great performance, which brings me to the next point. Performance, superb. Stellar projection, stellar longevity, amazing sillage, beautiful. High quality material, it's a Chanel. So performance is not even a problem here. I think I've covered all aspects. Marks are 10. Value for money is really low because of familiarity. Apart from that, this is a quality fragrance, very well made. So marks are 10. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because this is a stunning fragrance. Don't get me wrong, but it's damn familiar to me, and it would be to a lot of people who have been in the fragrance game. I mean, Shalimar has been around since 1925, almost 100 years. So it is super familiar. That's why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.